So I wanted to come on here and talk about this story that I saw on Tariq's Instagram page, and they have already kicked it off. Well, they haven't. Well, shoot, they've been kicking it off, but now they're injecting the kids into it. So basically, what you have is this teenage, and they look like preteens. Honestly, they don't look like they're anywhere near 18 and anything like that. Who was playing in a basketball game, and it involved, as you can see, it had two black boys and one Asian boy. And these are the images right here that they're really pushing right here, where basically, they're playing a basketball game. It was a foul, and the Asian boy, he fell over the black boy. Then he kind of got up, flexed a little bit, like kind of tried to stick his chest out, and he probably mumbled something to that black boy that was on the ground. And the black boy's teammate pushed him off of, or pushed him away from his teammate, and then the black teenager like flexed on him like one good time. Like you could tell like he was like ready to go in, and he did, because the black boy, as you can see if you look at these images, this one right here, the black boy squared up and, well, right here, and hit the Asian boy square in his face, and this was the end result. He didn't fall to the floor, but he just he hit him and had him looking like a peasant smith. So I like using that terminology. And now all of a sudden they have spun this into this Asian boy was attacked by this black boy and called a racial slur at a basketball game. That's the spin that they're going with now, because ever since now that they put on the books that Asian Americans are now a protected class and you can't say anything about them even if they're wrong, that is considered a hate crime in their eyes. Now, we don't even know if this boy called him a slur. They just put that out there. And trash talk in basketball games has been something they have been talking about, like has been around since forever. And speaking of anti-Asian hate, and I posted this up on my Twitter account last week, has Jeremy Lin come forward and actually said who, and by who I mean by name, actually called him this so-called racial slur, or this slur? Because he threw it out there back in March. It's now May. He never said who actually did it. He just said it happened. But we're still trying to figure out who actually did it, because it's still a mystery to all of us who actually did it. And we probably will never know. Now, some people said that he actually came out and admitted who said it, or that, something like that, but they never actually came back and said by name who it was. So I was like, he could have just kept that to himself. But I'm going to go ahead and read the article and see what else they talking about here. An Asian American teenager was punched and called a racial slur while playing at allegedly. Notice they didn't say allegedly. They said an Asian American teenager was punched and called a racial slur. They didn't even say alleged. Y'all know how like they always like to say, oh, we have to put allegedly to cover their tracks. They didn't even say it was alleged. They came out and said that it actually happened, as if it actually happened. But I'm going to throw alleged in there. An Asian American teenager was punched and allegedly called a racial slur while playing a basketball game at a tournament in Oakland. The incident, which was caught on video, occurred during an amateur athletic union, also known as the AAU, tournament game at Indoor Basketball Center, Soldiertown, on Saturday, according to KPIX5. In the video, the teenager, identified as Evan, is seen being pushed by a player from the San Francisco Generals, the opposing team. Now, the thing is, they keep looping this part of the video, but they don't show what led up to the actual video. They keep looping this part over and over again, and it is what it is. And the thing is, at one point, I think they actually show the whole video, but they keep harping on the part where the black boy punches him. That's the part they keep focusing on the most, and they throw in the part about him allegedly saying a racial slur so they could make it seem like the black boy was being the bully, or he was being the antagonist. Evan manages to get up, but then is pushed again by a second player from the opposing team after a verbal exchange. Evan's opponent eventually punches him in the head. Evan's parents quickly sprung into action. Not one single parent stood up to go protect my son. I ran across the gym to get him. Lenny, his mother, told KPIX5. She added that prior to the punch, players from the San Francisco Generals repeatedly called Evan and his teammates the C word. Now, here's the thing. His mother is saying this. Not him. He's not the one saying it. She is. And again, they're not saying allegedly. They're saying it as if it actually happened. And they said that called him and his teammates the C word. We already know what word she's alluding to. According to Eduardo, Evan's father, 2/3 of Evan's team are of Asian descent. A witness whose son also plays in the AAU confirmed this allegation to KPIX 5. Several of the boys said they were using a lot of profanity, using the B word instead of the C word, she said. The incident left Evan with a concussion. The worst part is no one apologized, his father told KPIX5. They gonna harp on this one. Some parents reportedly confronted the tournament director, who initially refused to watch the video of the incident. The player who punched Evan will be banned from Sunday's game, but his teammate who pushed Evan will not face any consequences. Evan's parents are planning to file a police report. And that's pretty much it. But like I said, notice they rarely use the word. They only use allegation. They rarely use alleged. So they basically are playing off of he did it because we said he did it. The only thing we physically saw happen was the push and the punch. But they don't want to talk about how they show. You know what? Let me pause this right quick. Now, I'm going to play this video without the sound attached, but I'm going to show you something that they do not want to show or talk about, which led to the black boy punching the Asian boy. Now, I'm going to stop at that point so you can really grasp or see what was shown. And the thing is, this clip actually comes, if I can see in the corner, it looks like it does come from CBS News. So it's amazing that they're covering for this. They only want to talk about what happened to him, but they don't want to talk about what led up to it, even though they evidently showed the entire clip. But they gloss over that and focus on, oh, he was allegedly called this word, he was punched, and he got a quote-unquote concussion. But let's play this right quick. Now watch this. Watch closely. Okay, this is the fall right here. This is the catalyst that leads up to it. The fall right here, this is the black player, this is the one that does the punching, and that's the Evan boy right there that's on top of him. Now watch what Evan does with his elbow or his arm. Boom, right there. You saw, let me roll it back a little bit. Right there. Okay, notice that the black boy on the floor is trying to pass the ball. He's passing the ball right there. He's passing the ball, and Evan does something to knock the boy back to the floor. Okay, let me run that back again. Pass ball, boom, knocked to the floor. They don't want to talk about that though, but they want to get mad when the black boy asserts himself and protects his teammate. Watch it again. Boom, has the ball on the floor. Evan falls on top of the boy. The boy passes the ball. Evan does something to knock the boy back to the floor. And that's a closer shot so you can see it. That would be considered a foul because he used his arm to knock the boy back. Arm, elbow, whatever you want to use it or call it. And then right there, the boy on the floor reacts to Evan when he tries to push him off for what he did. And then what happens right here, Evan stands over him to actually flex. And then the teammate pushes him off, and then that's what leads into the actual punch that they keep alluding to in the actual thing. Let me play it again for y'all, just in case y'all didn't catch it. Boom, goes for the ball. Evans falls on the boy. The boy picks the ball up to toss it back. Boom, knocks him over. Gets up. He pushes him away. He tries to flex on him after he pushes and then tries to step over him. His teammate, the black boy, pushes Evan and it cuts off right there. But we know what happens after that. That's when they go into the, oh, he was punched and called this, that, and the third. But they don't want to talk about what leads up to that. And they're going to play on that a whole lot. And then you have a lot of people that don't even have the full context of what happened, or they might have the full context of what happened, but they want to keep leaning on, oh, this black anti-Asian hate narrative. That's what they're pushing so hard. And now they're dragging children into this. I just wanted y'all to see the whole thing and, let you make your own and drop your own conclusion. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe if you have not done so already. Make sure you text the number that is pinned down in the comments below to receive notifications every time I upload a new video or go live.